My ex cheated, lied that I abused her, and tried to ruin my name. I proved her wrong online. It went viral and destroyed her reputation.Plus one update. I was with my ex K for 2 years and living together since a year. To make all the drama short, I found out she was having an affair since 6 months with her boss. I found out about it and broke up with her on the spot. K didn't even try to justify or deny it and just moved out. But here comes the main thing on all this mess. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that she would bring our breakup on IG, but she did with the classic BS of me holding her back. A brighter future was waiting her and all this type of stuff. But here comes my part, because the one thing that made me mad as hell is one of her posts when she said that I was abusing her emotionally and physically. I have a special spot on this because I volunteer in one of those abused women's centers, and I provide housing for real victims of abuse. It's a long story about a female friend of mine who died because of her ex, and that thing particularly touched me, and it was the main reason why I'm volunteering. So you can imagine the rage and anger I felt when she posted about this fake BS. So I simply made a post on my IG page with the proofs of her cheating and tagged her directly. Well, the part I wasn't expecting comes now, because, to me, for no reason, it's like IG decided to make my post goes viral in our community, and the internet rage started under her posts. I was expecting maybe someone calling her out and nothing more, but the consequences hit her harder than I could expect, because in just 2 weeks her profile is full of people calling her every possible name in the book, people wishing her the worst stuff, and all these things. But K, being K, instead of doing what normal people would do, doubled down and got even more hate and worse stuff than I thought was possible. But the cherry on top was the fact that she is now on administrative leave because apparently her boss tried to throw her under the bus to save his job, and mostly because her jobs page became flooded with not-so-kind comments about her from the classic fire her to stuff I can't say here. And the most insane thing happened 3 days ago, because her car has been smashed by someone, not me obviously, because I have better stuff to do than worrying about a cheating ex, and even her own family started to get harassed by people and on their socials. And yesterday she wrote me from a new number asking me to delete my post because she couldn't keep up anymore by people insulting her on every post she makes, and the job thing was the last straw. Honestly, I wasn't expecting all this mess, and of course some people crossed a line with her car, her family, and her job, but you know what? I don't feel bad for her at all. I mean, she knew about my spot for abused women and tried to paint me as a villain by accusing me of stuff she knew exactly how I feel about. So maybe it's because it's all still fresh, but I don't feel bad for her and have no intention to take down my post. Which actually gained me 50k followers out of nowhere. So AITA for refusing to take my post down and letting her face the consequences of her cheating. AITA has no consensus bot. Oop received the majority of NTAs and a few UTAs. Top comments. Commenter 1, ask her to post a retraction and apology to you on her social media. She made false statements that would threaten your job and reputation, so until you get at least that, fuck her. She made her bed, she can lie in it. Commenter 2, tell her you'll consider taking it down if she issues a full apology and retraction to social media. Commenter 3, you don't owe her anything. If you want to be nice, take it down, but not if she's just going to lie about you again. She can certainly just delete her social media and not deal with any of this anymore. That's probably the best idea for her now. If you want to work with her, I would say you can take your post down, since it's already done its job, but she needs to make a post admitting that she lied about you. If she's going to tarnish your rep, she has to be the one to clear it before you take your post down. NTA. Update, 5 days later. Here is the update on how things ended up, and I really hope to post again about more funny and better stuff than all this drama. In the last post I talked about my ex texting me to delete the post and end all this charade, and at the end we come to an agreement. The agreement is extremely simple. She makes a public post on her IG page in which she honestly tells the truth about how our relationship ended and takes full accountability for her false allegations, and then and only then I take down my post. 3 days ago she agreed, and she did. Actually, under that post she got more hate than before, but that's not my problem, and I did the same. About all this mess, I have to say that in this last 2 days after her apology post, like I call it, the situation have calmed down pretty naturally, but she still receives hate and death threats. On this part I have to say that before deleting my post I made it clear that insulting my ex and wishing her death wasn't normal, so to please stop all this charade and respect her apologies. So until now her profile passed from 2k comments to almost 500, and like I said, almost all not exactly kind, but the situation is going better, and I think because people got tired of this drama and simply moved on another one. In the last post someone talked about a lawsuit for defamation, and you're absolutely right, but I just didn't have any intention and energy for something I just wanted to make disappear faster than I could. And for the last point, someone asked me if I resented her for all of this mess, but actually I don't. What I feel for her is just pity and disappointment. The internet rage did the rest, even if I don't approve obviously for the death threats and all the extreme part. So that's it, and I really hope to not update you anymore on all this mess. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, sounds like she didn't have shame to begin with, so all's well that ends well. Oop, exactly. I would have never imagined all this mess, but here we are, and all this because of her victim complex, like I told her. Commenter 2, let this be a lesson. There are a lot of people, usually conservative, who tout FAFO and say stuff in subs where people get KO'd for picking a fight like they'll never do that again. People don't learn their lesson like that. She thinks she is the victim. You need to sue her. You need the court to specifically name you as the victim. It isn't because she will ever learn, she won't. It's about your security and the justice you deserve. It's about making sure the next time she pulls some shit like this, and she will, because they never learn from consequences, that there is a paper trail to help her next victim get justice. Oop, you're right about the fact that she didn't learn anything and probably would never, but it's just the legal aspect that I don't think it's necessary. Not because of money problems, I mean she did what she did, she got what she deserved and that's it. I just want to move on with my life even if it's harder than I thought. Commenter 3, does anyone else think that the ex-girlfriend is a huge moron because she could have just stayed quiet and avoided all of this? She went and tried to defame an ex-boyfriend for no reason really. Oop, you got my point. I still don't get why all of this since we broke up and everyone goes for his way. But she had to make it all public and be the victim for some reasons. Commenter 4, sounds like she's all about image and social media. Oop, it appears so, and now she have to face what the internet thinks of her.